And we're going to do the same thing over here. Which should be a lot easier for us to do over here. For a couple of reasons. For a few reasons. Number one. I forgot. You ever have those moments when you're talking to people and just bloop, the brain just goes out? Alright. So. Oh, right. We have more dinosaurs now. We have a lot more dinosaurs now. We also have a lot more, like, items that I can use on here. Because, like, all of this was just, like, stuff that it gave me to work with. Like, this was all stuff that it gave me to work with here. I don't necessarily like that. So, here's what we're going to do. This is the Expedition Center. Not what I was aiming for. That's the Research Center. That's the Power Station. That's the Fossil Center. Where is the... You know what? I have an easy way to find the ACU. Rather than looking around the hard way. I want to put in some scheduling slots. For these guys. And can we get a reload speed? Thank you. Okay. Why? Because we're about to do something crazy.
Adding task.
Actually, I want to do that right this second. On this guy. We're only at 5 million here. Yep, we're going to do it.
Adding to the list. Understood. Confirmed. Acknowledged.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to get rid of all the dinosaurs we have here. And while you do that, we're going to start demolishing all of this stuff. We'll leave that to last. There we go. There, we'll leave the power station till the end.
It's not my nature to point out other people's faults.
Yes, it is.
But you really need to start improving things on this island.
No, I don't. Give me a minute. I know. I know, right? But we've got some more stuff, so we're gonna start just destroying all of this stuff. Alright. Oh! I destroyed the ACU building. Hang on. I forgot I destroyed it. We're gonna have to put it back up real quick. Where can we stick you? Yeah, right there. Okay. I forgot we needed to keep it real fast. Otherwise, he wasn't going to do anything.
The science division is always on the look.
Not right now. I forgot we needed to keep it until we sold our dinosaurs. Duh. We need to keep that guy, this guy, and everything else, and until we sell the dinosaurs. on. Finish building. I forgot. Ugh. It builds so slow. Okay. Thank you.
Request acknowledged. No problem.
Okay. And then I want to put the upgrades back on real quick. And then we want the accuracy back in. Did I put in accuracy or reload speed? Whatever.
Setting additional task. Task received.
Thank you. And then we want to go to the ones we tranquilized
Heading to collect the asset.
and
Picking up
sell
asset.
them.
Asset requiring collection.
Thank
Heading to
you.
pick up the asset. En route to pick
Thank
up the
you.
asset.
Anything that's been tranquilized, we sell it. The idea is we're just going to get rid of everything that's on here. So that we
Acknowledging
can
asset collection
destroy
request.
this whole park and level it out and start again. At least destroy this park and start again.
Asset has been collected.
Thank you.
Transportation underway.
Okay.
Commencing asset transit. Transporting asset.
Real fast. I'd like to remove the forest down here so I can actually see what's going on down here. Is this smart? Probably not. Am I gonna do it? Yep.
Asset in transit.
Okay. Cool. Any other dinos to do? Nope. Just those two, huh? Alrighty.
En route to collect the asset. Asset to be collected.
Alright, cool. Sell those guys off for me, thank you. And we'll just start destroying stuff. Thank you. There we go. There we go.
Assets in the air. Asset being transported.
Thank you. Where are we selling these guys to, though? I would love to know. I know you're like, ooh, we're selling them, but like, where are they going? Who is buying these things? I suppose there's like a world, since like supposedly, like, I guess according to mythos or whatever, maybe we're selling them to like the military, I guess. Cause like, isn't like in the world of the movies, aren't like they being raised for like military applications or something? Maybe it's not a good thing that we sell them. Oh well. Already done. Alright, path is not connected. That's okay. You know why? Now it doesn't matter. Okay. Give me the map view. Okay. There's a little piece of fence like right over here. Done. Okay, cool. Let's take out the water. There we go. Done. Just because that way we don't have to worry about,
Remember, the show must go on. This contract makes...
not right now, thank you. I'm not going to worry about that right this second. I am going to deforest the area. Is it smart? No. But I would like to be able to see where I am working. It would actually probably be a lot better if, like, in the next game, if they gave me a see-through trees button. I would appreciate that a lot better. Like, rather than a deforest button, if they could give me a see-through trees button, I'd appreciate that a lot better. Because, like, I can't see through all this, and that really annoys me. I just want to be able to see through the trees. So I can see where my building space is. I don't think that's outrageous. Kay, I think, has spotted the mailman, so y'all are going to be in for a bargaining. Although it's a little early for mailman spottage. Kay, what are you upset about? Yeah, I know we've got 0 profit per minute, and I know we're losing a lot because I'm deforesting the area. Just because I want to be able to see what my build zone is. I know it's dumb. And I know this is a really dumb way to do it. Alright. Oh, she's definitely spotted the mailman. That tail wag, the whining, she definitely spotted the mailman. He waved at her yesterday while she was barking at him. It was funny. Yeah. She spotted the mailman. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all listen to her bargaining. I didn't even know there was a pond there. See? This is why we unfortunately deforest here. I just can't see through all the trees. can't see my workable space through all the trees. Because, like, there's all this space back here, but I can't build on any of it. Which annoys me. And, like, there's all this space here, but you can't build on this either. So it's like, okay, so what is and is not workable space? They don't tell you. You kind of have to just deforest around it so you know what is and is not workable space. Okay. Destroy the pond. They don't really tell you what is and is not workable space. You just kind of have to guess. Alright, now for the next party trick that we are going to do. I'm going to level it all out. At least as much as I can. It doesn't make any sense to level it all out, you say? Yeah, no, that's fair. I fully understand why you would think it doesn't make any sense, but trust me, it makes sense. It makes sense because if I level at least most of it out, then we can, then it's easier for me to build. So we level it out so that we can build on it a little bit easier. Okay. There we go. Makes it easier to build on the land if we have it leveled out. Alright. There we go. Okay. That'll help out quite a bit, actually. There we go. Alright, I don't think we're really gonna need too much more, but I kind of want to get it all. that's probably as good as we're gonna do for now. Well, let's go this way a little bit more. That'll do for now, I think. If we level this area out for now, that'll do. Okay. Alright, so that'll do for at least starting. Okay, cool. So, now that we have this whole area leveled out, we've got this done. Let's talk.
Hey, how'd you like to be even more busy?
Sure,
How's a new
we'll deal with that in a
contract
minute.
sound, huh?
Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll deal with all that in a minute. Now, let's talk how we're going to set this up. Let's go here. Here. Okay. Give me another one of those. Alright. Now. I know the paths aren't connected. I get that. We'll get them connected in just a second. Okay, cool. Cool. Done. Alright, cool. So then. Alright, cool. So those three are ready to go. Perfect. Alright. So that's ready to, that's all set up, ready to go. Now, let's talk you. Okay. Now, we have a large substation. So we're going to put a large substation. I want to put it here. And we'll connect it in there, right? There we go. Something to that effect. There. Something to that effect. Right? And then we can have our very first guest entryway area here, where we'll have our first set of buildings. Before we worry about our first set of buildings, though, We, of course, are going to need our very first we're going to need our very first exhibit. So let's put our very first exhibit here. Right? Don't like that. Let's try this again. Okay, here's our first exhibit. Enclosures. That's the wrong button. This is the correct button. Alright. So. Let's put it like right. Okay. Something to that effect. This is going to be kind of small. We will make it a herbivore enclosure, but we're going to make it for small herbivores. There we go. There we go. Something to that effect. Might put another observation deck back here, like all the way back here. Oh, that's too far back. Can't see the fence line. There it is.
This new contract could prove valuable to the security division.
Yeah, okay, we're working on it. Shush. Just give me a second here, okay? How far back does that reach? That reaches out there, right? Yeah, let's put that there. Hang on, I'm working on it. Let's put that there. Hang on, I'm working on it. I'd love to put that here. Okay. And let's reach this one over here. Okay. Okay. And then... Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. Perfect. Good to go. Now, we need... turn that way down. We're going to want some water. We are going to want some herbivore feeders. We are going to need to put some stuff on that. Okay. And let's talk incubating. Who are we going to incubate? Sure, let's put some parapodopartosaurs on. Alright, now, while the parapodopartosaurs are working, let's talk about guests. We are going to need a gift shop, a restaurant, an arcade would be nice. A toy shop would be great. Get a clothing shop in. Yes, we can. I would love to get a bowling alley in over here. Thank you. We need toilets. Oh, we is not even close to done with getting stuff for guests in. We are going to need a shelter. We are also going to need a ranger station. Okay. I want to put more, I want to probably turn this back area back here into power stations. As much as we can. For now, we are also going to need a hotel. So, let's put the hotel... Ooh, we can do that. Perfect. Let's put the hotel right here. Perfect. Okay. Okay. And then... from here to here... we are going to worry about... Alright. Let's start releasing some parapodosaurs. Thank you. They've got food, they've got water. We need to get a ranger station going. We will worry about that in a minute.
You rose to the challenge. That takes commitment.
Let's get another parapodosaur. Incubated.
Without exceptional security,
think
nothing
he
else here
needs-
would be possible. That's our mandate. And on Isla Matanceros, you're showing the rest of us how it's done. You're deserving of this reward.
I am? Okay, cool. I think they need a group of 4. Yeah, ideal population is 4 to 21. Okay, cool. And then for the rest of them, let's start working on incubating an Edmondsaur.
This opportunity is solid and can really help the entertainment division.
I'm
So
working on it.
please consider it.
I'm working on it. Give me another Edmondsaurus. And maybe we can put a gyro station back here. Actually, hang on. Okay, here we go. Can't go through here. There. Alright, good enough. Done. Alright, let's release the Edmondsaurus. Perfect.
I'm marking this one complete. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate ya. We got a new skin toughness trait ready to go. And we can release the new Parapodopodosaurus.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Thank
pleased
you.
to welcome an Edmontosaurus to the park.
Cool. And that'll help the Edmondsaurus feel happier. How are you guys feeling? Oh, y'all is missing Forest. Okay, right. I forgot. We need to put Forest in for you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Edmontosaurus to the park.
There. Feeling better? Yeah, they feel much better. How you guys feeling? You're feeling better. Yep, now you're feeling a lot better. Okay, cool. So, alright, there we go. We're already at the 3 of the 4-star ratings we needed to unlock Isla Nublar. Look at that. Real fast. What was the rating target for this? 4. Easy. Okay, cool. So, we are all set to go there. So we have, this area I'm going to leave open for more power stations, I think, because we're probably going to, well, let's set up for more power stations, actually. Because we're probably going to need a few more power stations back here. So let's... How far over to the side can we get? About that far? That'll work. Okay. Question is how many power stations can we squeeze in over here? Okay, cool. That'll work. Okay, I can do that. That should be more than enough for this, okay. There we go. Done. Alright, so then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab the forest back here. And we're just gonna plant some forest around this area. Just to kind of try and cover it up a little bit from the, because we don't really need everybody to see that. I mean, I did the best I could with covering it up. There you go. That's the best I can do with covering the area up. So that people don't like have to see
If
it.
you can complete this contract, I can see good things in your future.
I'm
If you
working
fail,
on it.
I see me in your future.
I'm working on it. Okay. So the next thing we need to work on is we need to work on getting ranger expedition centers, all that kind of stuff up and running. So let's take a look at the map. Put them right here. That could work. Alright, let's get the operation centers running. That's not what I wanted to prioritize. I want to prioritize the ranger stations, because we're going to need to prioritize those. Right? Okay. We are also going to want... that is not the button I wanted. This is. It's fine. Oh, we need, do I have gates in here? I don't. We need gates. Like there. And there. And there. You know. Just in case we need to access this for any reason, like, I don't know, in case there's just a dino or something. Alright, so we need that. We're going to need fossil centers. Alright, give me one quick second. I'm going to give you guys the break video. I will be back in just a second. I know it's a little early, but I will be right back. working on that. Are you trying to help?
Wow, yeah. Jump in that snow. Run in that snow, doggy. Yeah.
Poor thing, it's up to her belly.
Yeah. Seems like she's having a ball, though.
She loves the deep snow. She absolutely loves the deep snow.
It's like, I don't know where to go. I'll just keep running.
I mean, like, she kind of hates it when it's just like, you know, a little bit of snow. But when it's deep like this, oh, she loves it. Did she come back?
No, she's going home.
It'll probably make him more anxious, whatever happens.
Hey, I turned it off.
Sorry if I put too much video on your phone.
Don't worry about it. I have a thing to take care of that.
I kind of figure you did. Get it, Kay. Don't let them...
Okay, sorry about that. And we're back. All right, so we got to figure out where the rest of the operations buildings are going. Because we need, we have to put down another expedition center and another fossil center. Right? And another research center and all that jazz. I want to put like the rest of the operations building down here, but it's not letting me. Oh no, it'll let me. I might have to just like sink it back a little bit from the pylons. Am I happy with that? Ooh, Here's the plan. Change how we're putting them down. Oh, I see. That was the wrong button, by the way. I see what the issue is here. Hang on. Okay. I didn't level this area out. That's why things are weird. Okay, hang on. I didn't think we'd stretch back here this fast. And yet, here we are! Stretched back here this quickly. Okay. Alright. So, here's what I think we're going to do. For the operations center, let's say Ranger Station goes here. Well, actually, let's go pathways first. Just like that. Okay. Now let's take Ranger Station, but I want it to go this way, more or less. Okay. Something to that effect. Okay. Alright. And then I will grab the ACU center. And we're going to do something very similar where we're going to stick it right next to the Ranger Station. It's a little wider than the Ranger Station, isn't it? Just a little bit. There we go. That's actually better. Stick it right there. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Something to that effect. Alright, close enough. I'll take it. Alright, and then we will have the Expedition Center is going to have to go a little bit back because of the pylon. Yeah. But the Expedition Center will go there. Fossil Center will go next to it. Because, you know, that only makes sense. And then the research station can go right behind both of them. There we go.
Just got word that you completed that contract.
I did.
You didn't have to. but I'm glad you did.
That's
forward thinking. Because around here, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of ammunition.
Ammunition? I mean, I guess it makes sense that he would think that way, because, you know, he's the shoot 'em ups guy, but did not know that was crossed over there. The cord to my microphone was like laying on top of my microphone. That's probably not a good idea. But anyway, all right. There we go. So that should take care of everything in the operations segment, right? Yeah. That takes care of the ranger station, the ACU, the fossil center, the expedition center, the research center. Yeah. All right. So that gets everything in there. These guys are locked. They won't open until Isla Matanceros, I think. Oh, I can research these guys now, huh? Well, might as well, since we can. We might as well. All right, cool. Can I do any expeditions? I think I can, right? Because I don't think, yeah. I haven't researched a lot of our stuff to 100%. So we can do a lot of, okay. We could do a lot of stuff there. All right, cool. Cool. All right, so that gets our operations back up and running at full tilt. That gets, we need to get our dino rating back up and running. We really need to get some more guest facilities running on this side of the island, but we need to get more money first. I needed to get operations running, though. Right, like we needed to get operations up and running first. Particularly Ranger. Because little things like...
Heading to the feeder now.
We're going to need to get feeders running. Right, like we're going to need to get the feeders running. We're going to need to get... all that kind of stuff going first and foremost. Let's start working on getting the guest stuff satisfied on this side. See, this is why you want the land flat back here, because now it's easier to build back here. Now I can just be like, yeah, give me food back here, please. Thank you. Thank you, because if I go into, yeah, you see they need toilets back here, they need food. They need all that kind of stuff back here. We could also use transportation as well. They're saying transportation isn't great either. So... we could use better toilets, so we could use a toilet over here. We could use one back here. I'm working on it. Fun rating is really high, though. But we'll work on toilets up next. We'll work on that up next. Apparently, so I can unlock more stuff on each island if I get like all of these reputations up to max on every island. Apparently, I did not realize that, but like apparently each of these islands have like a special unlock. For I may or may not do that. We'll see. Probably won't though. Although I should probably at least get science up here on this island. Because, like, I know our main mission is complete here. but like we should probably request to get science to like not hate me on this island.
There is a new job available, and I know just the person to do it.
Because like they can start like sending scientists in to like mess around and like sabotage you and stuff, apparently. Like if one of these divisions hates you more than the other, like they will start sending people to sabotage you and things. Apparently. I don't know. That's just what I vaguely remember. Alright, let's get a toilet back here, please. And we do need a toilet over here as well. But let's get one back here, specifically. We also need more dinos, and we need another dinosaur exhibit. We're actually going to put in another, like, at least 2 more exhibits down in this. I'm just not sure where yet. We need at least 2 more dinosaur exhibits.
A new toilet facility has been added for your comfort and convenience.
Yes, it has. Let's start working on getting some of our. Cause look at this, we don't even have Nostotropusauruses going. Although we do have T-Rexes and Drakes at 100%. Ooh, we got Ankies, Drakes, Triceratops. Got a lot of those at 100 here. Let's go explore that one. Where else can we explore? Here, we almost have you at 100, so let's get you going. Well, I want to see if we can get a lot of our specimens up to 100%. And we're going to see how many we can unlock and get to 100%. Real quick. I mean, we're at 95 for a lot of them. We're like up at 90s for a lot of them. 80s and 90s for a lot of them. But we should really get most of them further up there. Woo! That was the terror of Jurassic Park 3, I think. This guy. I liked that movie. Am I weird for liking that movie? Probably, but that's okay. I don't mind being weird. That shouldn't surprise anybody that I don't mind being weird. Anyway, alright, so we should really consider what we're going to do for our next set of that wasn't what I wanted this was. We only have 2 of 4 species available at the moment. So we need to get more species. Oh, look at that. They're like all at the watering hole at the same time. That's cool. Okay. So we need to get more species going. Thank you. Oh! Hang on! Yep, go take care of that immediately. And we were also working at that site. Yeah, those two sites were where we were working at. We can sell that one. We can sell that one. We will extract the DNA from those two, and we can sell that.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Thank you! How is our food supply doing? Our food supply is doing great. Okay, great. Thank you. So we need to seriously consider where we're going to open. I don't want to open the next exhibit or start building the next habitat until we reach 1 million, but we do need to seriously consider where we're going to open the next one. Because we could expand down in here to open our next set, or we could expand back this way to open our next set. What if we expand down this way and do a couple of carnivores down in this kind of a hook area, right? We expand down this way, we put like guest stuff around this curve area. We expand down into here, and we do carnivores up against the forest, and then we do guest stuff around this little jut out, and then we just put a couple of carnivores in here. How many carnivore species do we have available? I was going to say only 2, but we have, what, 4 carnivores? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carnivore species available. Okay. We have 5 carnivore species available right now, so we could do that. Easy. Okay. Okay. So then that being the case, let's go to landscaping. I want to kind of go into this hook area and like level it out a little bit. Just to make it easier for me to build once we get in here. Whoop, complete Torosaurus genome, that's helpful. All right. So I want to go in here and I want to level this area out quite a bit to make it easier for me to build once we get in here. That's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. There we go. Yep, they're back. Okay. Something to that effect. Okay. Alright, cool. Make my life a little bit easier. We could also extend out this way a little bit. And that would be easier. Okay. So then, now that we have... Yeah, those sites are completed. We can finish that one off. Let's work on that guy. That guy's complete. That's complete. That's complete. That's another site we could work on. Okay. There's nothing that we can extract from here right now. That's fine. Alright. We're going to level out the rest of this land, I think, first. Just in case we need it. Am I anticipating needing it? Not really. But I like having it ready to go for when we do. It just makes building on it a little bit easier for later. You know, the camera shifts up just very slightly when I do this. Just very slightly. It's weird. Only sometimes, too. Weird. Oh well. Anyway, so we're just gonna level out the land so that I have, so that I know really what we have to build on. Maybe it's better to reach out into this zone. Nah, I like the original plan. Oh, dig team's back. I can hear the helicopters. As soon as I finish leveling this area out, we'll go to see the dig team. And then he's gonna yell at me and be like, hey, did you know you could do more stuff while you're sitting here? You're not doing enough. Because he always yells at me when I'm like working. He's like, did you know that you're not doing enough? You're sitting around idle. And I'm like, I'm really not sitting around idle. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure you're sitting around idle. And I'm like, pretty sure I'm not. He and I argue about that all the time. There we go. Why is it doing that? I do not want it to do that. Alright, good enough. Okay. Now that I've wasted more than I should have on that, let's go over to here and see what we got. you. Alright, that's the next site I wanted to go to. That's a good one. Okay. Cool. So that area is all as leveled out as I feel we can get it. Is this smart? No. Am I gonna do it anyway? Uh-huh. Alright. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we're just about ready to start working. That's good. Take that down. Alright, cool. Curiosity. How? That is not what I wanted to check on. Real quick, actually. Since I'm here. Yeah, you do need to be resupplied. What about the other feeder?
Request acknowledged.
Yeah, you do need to be resupplied. Okay, how are you guys feeling with your population? You guys could use a little more. What about you? You guys are okay with population. Okay, so we could put another, like, 1 or 2 species into this habitat. How am I feeling on doing that? I don't know. We could put the Strothies in there, right? No, not. I want to do that. Okay. Put a couple of Strothies in there. They're small. And inexpensive. Is there anybody else I feel we can put in there? Seriously? Are you? Yeah, no, you're fully kitted out. Okay. Do we have quarries? I think we have quarries. No, we have Edmonds. We don't have quarries. We could put a couple of quarries out. I think quarries would do okay. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Scruthiomys to the park.
Yep. Alright, let's release a couple of quarries. Let's incubate 2 quarries. Up, I can only do 1 right now? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Scruthiomys to the
There we go. How are the Strizzies feeling? Alright. Okay. There we go. You and you were the other one that we decided we were going to do. Okay, cool. Alright. That'll bring us up to an okay variety instead of poor. Still brings us up to great welfare, which is good. And a 5-star facility rating. So we're doing great, all things considered. Right? We're doing great, all things considered. Yep, we just completed the Strizzies genome. Cool. Can I now get another quarry going? Not yet. The only thing that I'm worried about with the quarry is I'm pretty sure the quarry is Social Boy. So we need 2 quarries. Yeah, we need 2 quarries minimum. That's the only thing I'm concerned about with the quarry is we need 2 boys. Actually, let's grab the rain and not add a new team. No, I want to grab this guy. Let's go in here. Let's say. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm on the geo track. I should be not on the geo track. Thank you. Can we get somebody? Anybody? Thank you. Hey, bud. Pretty sure he's charging. Nope, he just running. There we go. We got somebody else. Alright. That'll do. There we go. Now we can incubate a new quarry. And we can release that quarry. Alright. That's primarily what I was hoping to do. Alright. we go. Alright, I'm sending my guys back out. Cool. Alrighty, so then. Perfect. Back to finishing this area off, and then we can open up our final. And then we can open up our last set. Again, is it smart? Probably not. Is it what I'm gonna do? Uh-huh. Yeah, see the camera raises up just a little bit when I do this. Alright. Perfect. Done. Well, mostly. There's still a little divot back here to clean up, but that's okay. That's okay. We should be at least mostly ready to start doing what I want to do as soon as we save up enough money for it. So this gets us to the 4 of 4, which gets us a great variety. How do we have 9? Oh, because we have the 1 is like a 5 set. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yep. There we go. Now our one Corey will be happy because now he's got 2 of him. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a
Not
Corythosaurus
long.
to the park.
There we go. Corys are happy. Alright. And that gets us to almost 3 of the 4 stars that we need. Okay. So that's where we're going to go there. And we'll go there for that one. There we go. Okay. So then, let's prep to open. Actually, before we open up our next, we should look for. Should probably put some shopping down over here, maybe. Ooh, we need a toilet over here. Problem solved. Toilet open. Okay, so. Here's the plan. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new toilet facility has been added for your comfort and convenience.
Question. If I add one of these bad boys, can we put it back here? We can put it back here, actually. reason why I'm thinking about putting the little ones back here is for the terrain constraints. So that we might be able to put the electric fences back here. Right? I want to cover this place with electric fencing. Something to that effect. Actually, we might not put it all the way around out that way. We might just leave it dead-ended back in there, and we might just kind of loop this in around this way. Kind of around that way. Just like that. There we go. Something to that effect. How do you mean no power? Oh, because it doesn't connect into the... Yep, no, I see what you're doing. Okay, yep, alright, cool. Cool. So then that's what we're going to do there. Now, here's how we pull this off, I think. Let's mark this out with pathing. I feel like that's probably, is that wide enough, I think, for an exhibit in the back? Yeah. And then this area for guests, maybe? This might be another habitat over here, we'll see. Okay. But we'll have like a habit, well... So we'll do this back zone as a habitat, this area as guest. Right? And then we might do another habitat area over here, or we might not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So then, that being the case, it'll definitely be an electric fence, though. I said I wanted to wait till we got to 1 million, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, hang on. There we go. Something to that effect. Alright. There we go. Alright, yeah. I know the path isn't connected. We'll fix that in a minute. Thank you. Yeah, alright. So we're going to make this an electrified fence. We're going to take it all the way around. And we're going to put a, I can't afford to put a gate. I was going to put a gate up, but we can't afford to put a gate up. We're going to put a carnivore up in here. Well, that's not connected, so that's bad. Thank you. Okay, cool. It'll take me a few minutes to get where we need to be for that, but this is going to be a carnivore exhibit. And then we're going to put some guest stuff along here, like food, shopping, bathrooms, that kind of thing, along this area. And probably back here as well. Ooh, we have stuff in. Go back out there. And then go back out. Oh, I can't send you back out there. Okay, hang on. Okay. And then go back out there for me. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate you. All right, cool. Take I know, it's taking me a little while to build this exhibit, but don't worry, we'll get it sorted. We'll get it sorted out. Alright, speaking of expenses.
Resupply request acknowledged.
Yep, gotta get those taken care of. How are we doing on all this? Still doing great on all of that. Okay. Our dino rating is still low, even though it tells me I have great variety and great welfare. Our dino rating is still pretty low. But we're getting there. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Don't know what happened there, but okie dokie. Not where I was aiming for, but we're doing it anyway. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do for this guy. I don't want him messing with the pylon. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. Since I don't want him messing with the pylon. Let's do that, and then I'll put up a gate. There, around the pylon. There. Something to that effect. To that effect. And then we just boop, 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 boop. There. Something to that effect. Something like that. There we go. Close enough, I'll take it. I don't want them being able to mess with the pylon if we can avoid it. Okay. Alright, now. Let's send you there and those sites are completed, so I don't know. How about... Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we go there. Okay. You know who we're gonna incubate now? We can't. I want to, but we can't. Oh, she wanted us to get us a dilly-do, right? With 127 resilience. She wanted a dilly-do, right? Well, let's put a couple of upgrades on here. Here's a dilly-do with 127 resilience, right? Oh. Do we have 127 resilience? I'm not sure we can do that because I'm not sure we have 127 resilience. Well, because that's resilience and that's resilience, right? Ooh, hang on. That would be 104 resilience. Hang on, that's 104. Okay. Looks like the best I can do is 104, though. Okay. Oh, no. Not a masala. I wanted a dilly-do. Because dilly-do want a social group of 1 to 2. So, let's get a dilly-do going. Okay. We need some water. We need some and we are going to need some feeders for the dilly-do. Alright, cool. Dilly-do are ready. Alright. Cool. I'm not sure we can do 127 resilience, though, on the dilly-do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sure? Sure. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Now that will help us get, we can't quite build what I want to build yet. We need more money. Well, that's where the dilly-doo come in. The dilly-doo will help us get more money. We do have a, yeah, we have a emergency shelter over here. We have shelter coverage. We do need more shelter coverage, though. We need another shelter back here. We're gonna need another shelter, like, over here, probably. Like, one here and one here. Especially, we're gonna need one back here because dilly-doo are dangerous. But we'll deal with that in a minute. Hey, we completed a new genome. Cool. Let's release a dilly-doo.
If I was the jealous type, I'd be pretty jealous of how well you're handling things on this island.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now I can release another dilly-doo.
welcome the Dilophosaurus to the park.
I did release another dilly-doo. Alright, so that's good. Now that we've released another couple of dilly-doo, let's start talking about getting shelter down. I definitely want to get a shelter down over here. Okay then. Is there anybody who's gonna get me multiples? Let's check over here for... Oh! Yeah, you'll give me many. Velociraptor, Parasaurs, and Gallimimus. Sure. Oh, you'll get me more. Chungas, huge Chungas, and Dilly-doos. Sure. Go for it. Alright, cool. Perfect. That'll help. So that gets us up to like 3.5. That's perfect. Okay, cool. So then, we are going to need food over here. We are also going to need, we need toilets. Can we afford toilets? Not yet. Ironically, we can afford a clothes shop, but not a toilet. There we go. Alright, there we go. Toilets. Real quick question. Toilet facilities are mostly covered for the most part. We do need to extend this pathway out. For more guest facilities. There we go. Because, yeah, we need shopping back here. Daily dues. Alright, so we are looking for Jahungasaurus and there. Edmonds and Corey's. Sure. There we go. We also need to get a bathroom back here, which I will work on in a second. Actually, no. Bathrooms... No, that's shopping. Bathroom's actually good back here, because we've got a bathroom over here. But I'm guessing we're looking okay on capacity. No, we're still looking great on capacity. So we've still got a 5-star rating. We could use more dino rating, better dino rating to get our dino rating up there, which is fine. That's kind of what I was expecting, right? Like I was expecting that. I was also expecting that we wanted to put like more shopping and everything over here. We're just gonna need more stuff first. Words. More money first. Let's put in an arcade. A bowling alley. Since there's nothing back here, this is a good place to put this stuff. You know? We have fast food, we have an arcade, we have a bowling alley. This is a good place to put like the shopping and everything because there's nothing else back here. We're definitely going to want to put like a clothing shop, toy shop, all the shops back here. Gift shop. That kind of stuff can go back here. Gift shop, clothes shop, toy shop, all that kind of stuff can go back here. Thank you. Thank you. Send out those expeditions. Really? Oh, I saw you turn blue. Don't you do that to me. There we go, blue. That was what, toy shop? I saw it turn blue for like a second. Alright, well, whatever. That's fine. Kind of fill this area in with trees. Oh, the only other thing that I would like to do probably, go to guests and let's put in a toilet over here, just for good measure. Because I can. Not like we super need it, just because we can. We could use a... Actually, rather than a... No! Ugh! I hate it when it does that. Okay, hang on. Thank you. That's not what I wanted. None of that was what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Guest facility. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go there, and then over there. Thank you. Okay. There we go. So that'll cover us for guest facilities. Much easier. Okay, now. And that'll also fill in some forest area. Ooh, we completed another genome. Filling in the forest area just makes it look nicer. Then why did you delete it? So that I could see where I can build. Also, it makes it easier for guests to see. Okay, cool. Alright, so now that we have that done. Guest shelter. We need another guest shelter over here for coverage. That I can do. Okay. Guests, shelter coverage. These are mostly in case of a dinosaur escape or a dinosaur emergency is why we put those down. Also in case of a weather emergency, but mostly in case of a dinosaur escape. We want there to be good coverage for that. In case there's a dinosaur escape. Alright. That'll cover the rest of the park in case of a dinosaur escape. Well, except for this area, which is fine. That's fine. I can take care of that. Done and done. And then that's the other one we were working on. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Yeah. This is the only other place that it says that there's no coverage. We could probably stick one up there. Not that we super need it, but yeah. Just to make sure we have 100% coverage, we could do that. Okay, cool. Done. Alright, and again, over here, we can stick down. That's closed shop, so yeah, down here, we can say, give me a gift shop. And arcade. shop. Don't think the bowling alley's gonna fit there. Yeah, bowling alley's not gonna fit on that side. It will fit on this side. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I will fix that. I will fix that. And then real fast. All right. Who's got the disease? You do. Okay.
Task received.
Fix that. Fix it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're never too old to visit our new toy shop.
Oh my goodness, we have so many in. Ooh, that should get us 100% on the Velociraptor, I think. Okay.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Thank you!
Feeder resupply request received.
How are we doing? Ooh, okay. Real fast. I need to add some scheduling upgrades. I would also love to add a reload speed and an accuracy upgrade.
Setting additional task.
Thank you. Cool. Done and done. Appreciate you. Also, can we get a toilet facility down this way? Now. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Okay. Our transport rating is ridiculously low. Because our transport rating is down at 46, right? That's ridiculously low for this island. But everything else is outlandishly high. So that's fine. What that means is that we could...
Ladies and gentlemen, a new toilet facility has been added for your comfort and convenience.
Extend out here, please. We could do something absolutely insane. And we could add... I'd like to put it like out here-ish. Actually, if we could put it here, this would actually be even better. Yeah, put it on this side. Cool. And then, real fast. We're not done. I would like another one of those. Let's put it down this way. I know the track is incomplete. Can we put it on this side? No. I mean, I could put it down here. Okay. We put it here. I like using the wide paths over the narrow ones, Just because it gives people more room to walk. Okay. Now. So. I know we don't have the tracks complete yet. Give me a minute. We'll get there. Last thing we're going to do is we are going to finish number 1. We're going to finish doing this area down here. Oh, you thought I was done down here, you crazy. That's about good though. Okay. So, last thing we're going to do, we are going to open this back zone as a final habitat. I think I'm going to put in 2 more habitats. I'm going to put one down here. And I'm going to put one up in here. I think is what we're going to do. So 2 more habitats on this island, maybe. So here's how we're going to play this. Actually that way. Okay. Okay. Something to that effect. Okay? So then... Okay. So, guest plaza, right in here. Habitat over here. Habitat out here. And then this might be an electrical block, or it might just be trees. I don't know. We'll see. So then what we do then is I would put... This would be number 1, where our 3rd track would go, for starters. Why am I planning that out? Well, specifically... so that we can plan the monorail track. Honestly. is why we're doing that. Specifically so that we can plan the monorail track. Honestly. I don't think we're really gonna actually need this whole area, because I think this is gonna be a herbivore exhibit. So I don't think we're gonna need that whole area lit up. We are gonna need this zone lit up. And we're probably gonna need this zone lit up because this is probably gonna be a carnivore. Okay. Okay.
Attention island citizens. A new monorail station decision needed will be arriving shortly.
Alright. There we go. Something to that effect? Is there any sites that are not connected in? No, we're good. Okay. I think we're good. Alright. Ooh. That's probably going to get us where we want on the Edmondsaur. Okay, so that's probably gonna, oh, I did not mean to click that. Okay, well, we're gonna do that anyway. Alright, sure. Okay, there we go. So, now let's work on getting this set up then. Ooh. Do we want to do one or two? Let's just do one here. I was gonna say, do we want to do one or two here? But let's just do one. Okay. griping about? Oh, this viewing gallery isn't connected. That's what you're griping about. Okay. I mean, that's okay. We can connect it easy. Done.
We have added a new viewing gallery for you to
See, that's why I didn't really want to do that one, but okay, there we go. Oh, we didn't finish out the Velociraptor. I thought we were going to. Okay, well, now we're probably going to. Alright. Oh, did I not? I thought I went there. Oh, I guess we didn't have the money to go there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go there. Alright, cool. I mean, I am setting up another carnivore exhibit, which the carnivore exhibits are kind of pricey to set up. The herbivore exhibits are a little less pricey to set up. They're still pricey, but they're a little less pricey. Alright. There's the guys. There. We need a lake of some form. We are going to need some form of forestation for our guys. Alright. And we're going to need money to incubate them, so we'll wait on getting them incubated and ready to go. But we are almost ready. Now this is going to be a giant guest plaza area. That's going to be our next set, is a guest plaza zone. But I mean, really. We're doing fabulous, honestly. Okay. What else can we do? Okay. All set? Okay. Let's set up. We cannot set up for the next enclosure yet. Yet being the keyword. We did just finish the Edmonsaurus, though. The Edmonsaurus. I kind of really want to save up to do a T-Rex as our next guy, though. Right? Like, that's really going to boost our ratings. Because they want us to have a 1,000 rating score on this island, and right now we only have a 404. But, like, seriously, though, look at this. Dinosaur visibility, food rating, come on. We've got like a 5-star park going on here. Galamus, so yeah, we've got, oh! Galamus is a new genome available. Ah! We unlocked a new genome. Nice. Okay, cool. We unlock the Gallisaur. Okay. Gallisaurus. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, awesome. Do we have people getting off back here? We do. There's nothing to do back here, guys. The zone isn't open yet. This zone isn't like open yet, strictly. That should finish off the raptors. I see no reason why it wouldn't. Alright, let's start working on getting this guy done. Yeah, that got the raptors done. Okay. Let's get a human creation lab over here. Alright, this guy's gonna be pretty big, so here's what we're gonna do for viewing platforms. Yeah, I figured we might need more power for this. That's okay though. We'll get there. Let's go a couple of these guys, right? So we can see all the way into the back. Okay. We might need to put a few more power supplies over here. That's fine. Once we save up for it. Until then, here. Let's just deactivate. There you go. Done. Now, we don't need this to be an electrified fence, but a heavy fence would be nice. That's okay. See what I mean by this one's cheaper because it doesn't have to be electrified. See, this one's cheaper. This is gonna be a big boy exhibit though. This is gonna be a huge exhibit, like huge. Alright, you're not connected, you say. We are going to put in a, once I can afford it, we're going to put in a gyrosphere thing to this one so that people can zoom around in here. Because this is going to be another herbivore exhibit. And we're going to have a lot of herbivore guys in here. Like a lot of them, because this is going to be a big boy. I can't see it. There we go. Oh, we'll get there. Alright, cool. So this is going to be our new exhibits once we save up enough money to finish getting them all sorted out. Well, to get them all done. Alright, cool. Alright. And we're going to do the same thing here that we did on the other one. We're going to give me a couple of ponds for water. Going to need some trees. So we're going to need some forests. Perfect. Done and done. Give me a little more forest over here. Alright, cool. Now, we are going to need to upgrade these areas just to make sure they're ready to go. And what can we incubate in here? Nothing yet. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, we could do a couple of galleys, but I'm not sure. I'm going to assume they're going to be social boys. Let's get at least 2 of them going. Because I'm going to assume they're going to be social boys. You want... You could be good with just 1, but we can't do any. So, okay. You're another where you want like 4 of you. We've got some Drax in the area anyway. That guy's too expensive. We got Corey's. We could do Ankies, but they're too expensive right now. What we really need, though, is we're going to need to put down some food. More than anything right now. So we're going to need to put down some food. I'm saving up to put a Rex in here. Ah, right, the fossils are in. I forgot. Done. Alright, let's go release some galleys. Woo! He's a quick runner. He just ran out and slid to a stop. Look at that.
A Gallimimus.
Yeah.
Dr. Grant was obsessed with your latest creation. He believed that this dino was one of the closest genetic relatives to the modern avian species.
Oh. Yeah. He doesn't mind being alone, actually. Did not know that. Cool. Watch, he's gonna slide to a stop. He's a fast one. Woo! He a fast one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a fast boy. Alright, so we have galleys available. Alright, cool. Now there's something for y'all to look at out here. Also, I know track is incomplete, thank you. Ugh. Okay. Thank you. There we go. And let's get a nice. Pass in.
Go for the ride of a lifetime at our Jurassic attraction.
Thank you. Okay, so we also need yet another. One or two. Thank you. We need more power is the thing, is we need more power. So like I said, we're probably going to turn this into more power blocks. Because we need more power. Unsurprisingly. Come on. Why does building take so long? Because you're building things? Shush! Stop ruining my brain with your logic. There we go. Can I activate the deactivated thing now? I deactivated this one. Can I reactivate it now? Yeah, I can. We're good. Okay. We should probably build another one of those as soon as I have the money for it, because we're going to need to build this area up as a guest plaza, because I guarantee you, yeah, we need like shopping and fun and toilets and all that back here. Because this area is not built up yet. We need that back here badly. It's just, it's tanking the stats back here. But anyway. We'll deal with that in a minute. I'm gonna have to give you guys the break video again. I am so sorry. Give me one quick second. You know I'm working on that. Are you trying to help?
Yeah, jumping that snow. Running that snow doggy. Yeah.
Poor thing, it's up to her belly.
Yeah. Seems like she's having a ball.
She loves the deep snow. She absolutely loves the deep snow.
It's like, I don't know where to go. I'll just keep running.
I mean, like, she kind of hates it when it's just like, you know, a little bit of snow. But when it's deep like this, oh, she loves it. Is she coming back?
No, she's not.
It'll probably make it more
sorry if I put too much video on your phone.
Don't worry about it. I have a thing to take care of that.
I kind of figure you did. Get it, Kay? Don't let that box get away with being unopened. You tell that box. Doesn't seem like it.
She's just checking for more.
Oh, okay.
But now she kind of wants to know what's in the box.
Yeah.
You and I both know this is her specialty.
Yes.
Oh, no, there's still some cookie rattling in there, huh?
It's okay, Kay. Open the box. Yeah, get it.
Okay, sorry about that. Looks like the feeders need to be refilled.
En route to top up feeder.
Not a problem.
Confirming task.
We can have that done in an instant. Okay. Perfect. Also, we have almost the amount of money we need for the Rex, but instead of focusing on the Rex, well, actually, before we say that's what we're going to do, since we did just get a bunch of people back. Oh, we didn't? Ooh, I didn't send anybody out. Here, go out and get a Chunkosaurus for me. That'll only get us a Gallimimus. I'm not sure it's worth the expense to just get Gallimimus.
We're taking this one to the bank, and we got you to thank for it.
Oh, what did I do? Okay. Cool, let's finish Dinosis off then. Since I can't do multiples yet. Alright, cool. Alright, let's start working on incubating some more dinos over here then. Alright. Real fast, who do we have? We have galleys over here. We have Strix, we have Eddies, we have Corys, and we have Perrys. So we have Strix, Eddies, Corys, Perrys, Galleys. Who else do we want? We have Strix, Eddies, Corys, Perrys, Galleys. Let's try Diplodocus. Why not? Ooh, we can only get one of those. Okay, sure.
Everybody says you can handle yourself, so this new contract should be a cakewalk, right?
I'm working on it. I'm working on doing a lot of things.
This is where it starts. Get this part right, and then we can talk about the rest.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be a tall boy, isn't it? We're going to need to put some tall boy feeders in for this guy. Okay. We need to go to the enclosures. We need to get some tall boy feeders in for these guys, because these guys are going to be a tall boy. So we need to get some tall boy feeders in for Okay, not a problem. I can do tall boy feeders. Thank you. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. Thanks. Alrighty. Now, since we're working on it, actually, we're very close to 500, right? I kind of want to put in another small power station. If we can, yeah, we can. We can put it in over here. Alright. We can put it in over here, so I'm gonna. Just to be sure that we have enough power as we start building up this center section. Because this center section is our next target for what we want to start doing, right? We're going to start with little things like, sure, let's put in a gift shop. Right? Thank you. Let's go. That'll work. Yeah, that's just a Cartosaurus. We already have that one. I should probably work on that one, right? Because they want us to get somebody up to 60, right? So I should probably work on that one because we can get that one up to 60. So I should probably do that. Right? And we need to get toilet and food facilities back here. How are we doing on... Oh yeah, transport rating is 100%. Yeah, we're fine. Yep, completed the Dinoshus. Completed the dilly-doos.
Hey, you know I'm an entertainer first, but if you want to be famous, you've got to be successful. And how do we measure success? Money.
I'm working on it. Thank you. Let's get some food back here. We also need to get this area covered with some... some of those. Got another complete genome, by the way. That's helpful. Thank you. We need to send out more expeditions. Yay! Our big boy's ready. Hi, big boy. Hey. Our expeditions are ready. Hey, big guy. How's it going?
Journey is really just a series of small, sometimes random, chaotic, if you will, steps. And you've just taken one.
Yep.
Step.
Yeah, he a big guy. Hi, big guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Diplodocus to the park.
He's okay. Hi. Oh, did we just reach 4 stars? Boom! We just reached 4 stars. That unlocks Isla
That
Nublar.
island was a land of wonder and life.
All right.
Impossible, primal, instinctual, predatory, prehistoric life and death. This would be Isla Nublar's legacy. Not Hammond's dream of a Jurassic Park, but something altogether more fitting.
So I think Isla Nublar is like where the first movie actually takes place. It's the sandbox island. It's quite literally just where you just chill. They don't give you any contracts or missions. You build with unlimited budget. And you just have whatever you unlocked in the other islands. So technically there's nothing really else to do on this island.
Contracts.
I'm not in the mood right now. So literally there's nothing much else to do on this island at this point. I mean, we could get it up to 5 stars. But there's not really much else to do here. I'll extract the DNA from those, but like, there's not much else that we can do here. We could get this island up to 5 stars, but we're not going to get any reward for it. We could unlock the unlocks here, but Okay, so we got a new Doris. What? I guess we unlocked it because we got enough of the genome for it. Okay. We'll wait for these to finish, and then we'll go to our next island. Is what we're gonna do. Because we are going to do the exact same thing that we did today. Over in Isla Muerta. Isla Muerta, we're going to go over there and we're just going to completely destroy everything we did in Isla Muerta. We're just going to delete everything, sell everything, and start from scratch. Hopefully, Isla Muerta, we will be starting with a little more income, so it might be a little bit easier. Isla Matanceros, we were starting with like maybe a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 million. So it was a little harder over here, but hey, we did it! And we got to the 4 stars we needed to unlock Isla Nublar. So that's nice. But yeah, like, I'm gonna do the same thing over there. It's like, yeah, that brought our rating way up. Why are they saying I only have okay welfare? Does it matter if we're about to leave? Probably not. You brought my welfare down. You're feeling thirsty. Just go get some water, buddy! There's plenty of water. Maybe there's not enough water on this side for him. I could fix that. there's water on that side too. Okay. Technically, there's water on both sides, but all right. Let's check. That was the wrong button. This is the right button. Yeah, we're good to go. All right. Yeah, we have 20 million over there, so it'll be easier to do over here. Dream Velociraptor. Sorry, I just noticed the quote up here was Alan from Dream Velociraptor from the third movie. I can't believe that's the quote they used. That was so stupid. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Of all the quotes to use from the movie, why that one? All right. So this is going to be the really hard one to do. Okay. This one's going to be really hard because for this one, we need to unlock we need to get it to 5 stars to unlock Dig Team Bravo. That's the thing. All right. Number 1. Where is
Acknowledging request for feeder resupply.
I don't know why I'm even bothering because we're about to sell all of our guys. Okay. All right. Now. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna check the island area for like everything we've developed.
Confirming task. Adding to the list. Setting additional task.
And
Task
like
proceed.
just like we did earlier.
No problem. Acknowledged. Adding task.
We're just gonna like
Request acknowledged. Confirming task.
start with getting rid of as much of that as we can. What's in our fossil bin here? Nothing? No, I'm not gonna bother with it. Okay. Okay.
Confirmed.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we are going to start by
Asset collection request received.
getting rid of
Collect
all
an
of the dinosaurs that we can. Is this dumb? Kind of. But what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of everything.
Understood.
That is currently on the island. We're going to sell everything on the island, get rid of everything on the island. So that I can redo all this from the start.
Transit.
All right. might delete that in a bit. Not that guy. Not that yet. Just because I don't really like the layout that we were given with a lot of these. So, we're just gonna do my own. Oh, you're not done.
Acknowledged. Adding task. Task received.
Okay.
Asset to be collected. Picking up asset.
You're
En
not
route to collect the
close
asset.
to done.
Set requiring collection. Asset collection request received. Acknowledging asset collection request. Request acknowledged.
My advice? Take this contract.
Yeah, we'll do it in a minute. Or 5 or 6.
Adding to the list. No problem. Request acknowledged.
Thank you.
Acknowledged. Transportation in progress.
Thank you.
Assets in the air.
There we go.
Asset has been collected. Confirming task.
Thank you.
Asset transportation in progress.
Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is we're probably not gonna be able to,
Adding to the list.
we're probably not gonna be able to start rebuilding, but we are gonna, like, destroy, sell, and, deforest today. Like, I'm probably not gonna get to rebuilding today, but we're gonna get to the destruction today.
Understood.
Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's take out the trees so I can see what we're working with here.
Asset transportation underway. Commencing asset transit.
We know. I know.
Asset being transported.
Just want to make sure we clear the area out first and foremost.
Transit has commenced.
Yeah. Alright. Yep. Okay.
Transportation underway.
We're ready to start clearing stuff out. any power now. Just you wait. We're about to be really out of power. There we go. There we are. Much better. Because, like, this thing is just a mess. So, yeah, like I said, today we're probably just going to manage to, like, destroy everything. I know, path's not connected. Nobody can see your dinosaurs. I'm aware. There are no dinosaurs to see at the moment. This is just laid out horrifically. Honestly. So it's just an absolutely terrible layout. And it's largely because it was just what I was given to work with. And I just kind of worked around what I was given. Ooh, there's more buildings down here. Nope. Goodbye. Yeah. There we go. Done. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. There we go. Okay. So much better. Okay, there's a couple of things that still need to go. Like these feeders. Okay. And there's a little bit of fence here. Goodbye. Okay. And there's some passing here. Bye-bye. All right. Done. So much fun. All right. Now, same thing we did before. everything and then level it all off. I just want to be able to see what we're working with when I start working in here. Because right now I have no idea what my buildable space is. Right? Like right now I have no clue what my buildable space is. There we go. There we go. Okay. Better. So now I have kind of a better idea of what I'm looking at as far as buildable space goes. I just wish there was like a see through the trees button. Right? Just a button that I could press that would just do this for me so I didn't have to like destroy the tree line. I would appreciate that a lot more than having me destroy the tree line. Just so that I could be like, yo, where's my buildable space zone? Okay. All right. There we go. So now I know where the buildable space is. Let's take out the water in it. Mostly so that I can mess around with the, building in it. It's easier to mess around with building the buildable space if the water's gone. Okay, next up. Usually it's easier to level it all out to the entrance, but since this has got such a deep plateau down here, we're actually going to level it out from here. This is actually going to be our level zone. Again, I'm just leveling out everything so that it makes it easier when I want to build later. It's just my thing. So when I want to build later, I want a nice level working zone. Particularly for when we're ready to build guest housing and all that. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Nope. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Something to that effect. Cool. There we go. Want to make sure this is all leveled out. So that when we're ready to build for the guests, particularly buildings and all that, it's just much easier for me. Okay. This is going to be a pain in the butt here. Here we go. I want to try and leave around 20,000 left to get the park back up and running. Is the thing. Well, 20 million to get the park back up and running. So I'm hoping not to have to do more than that. All right. Poor people that are trying to trudge up the hill are going crazy right about now. They're trying to trudge up the hill to the exit and suddenly the hill is shifting! becoming much more of a monumentous task to trudge up the hill. You know what I mean? There we go. I love that the music is just getting so epic for this. Oh! It's like, this really isn't that epic. I'm just leveling out land so I can build later. Where was the epic music earlier, dude? I would also love to know where the PA system is. Because I deleted everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, our weather forecast has been updated. Storm warning levels have been raised.
Ooh, I didn't know there was a storm warning coming in. Yep, there it is.
In response to the adverse weather,
Okay. Well, here's the storm warning. Poor people that are trudging up the mountain I've made. I feel like that's probably about as flattened out as this area is going to get. Again, because this is like such a high... This was so high up here. That was always going to be a problem. Which is fine. I knew that was going to be an issue. That's okay. That just changes this area up a little bit. Stretch out my fingies a little bit. Ooh. Got a little deforesting to do back here. Does it matter? Not really. Am I gonna do it? Uh-huh. Let's actually level it out to here, maybe? I don't know. This is kind of a weird build area. Let's level it out to here. Right, this is our level. feel like that's our most level piece right there. I feel like that's probably our most level area there. So we level the rest of this plateau out to this area. It's going to be a little different than the rest of the island, I am aware, which is fine. There we go. Okay. Cool. Right. That's fine though, because it's behind the entryway, so it was always going to be on a different level than the rest of the island. There we go. Come on. There it goes. There we go. That's what we need to see. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I chose the right spot. Okay, cool. Yeah, alright, perfect. So this is what we want to do. We want to kind of level all this out. Alright, and then just to smooth all this over here. Done. Now the only other thing that I am going to do is right up here. quick little leveling up there. And then we're just gonna smooth all that over. You'll see why in a few minutes. Alright, and then we'll just smooth this area down as best I can. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Alright, that's the plan. And we have a poor, like, hundreds of thousands of people trying to march up the mountain that have no idea how they're going to get out of this place. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, so that helps out quite a bit. So then. Ooh. Why did we do all that, you might ask? Oh, I should think it would be obvious. All of that, number one. Was so that we could take our first round of paths down here. Just like that. Okay. So that's our first set of paths. And people are immediately running to it going, oh my god, pathway, thank you! Escape! That is still like an immensely long pathway. They're just like frozen in place, aren't they? Yeah, they're just like frozen in place and super confused. Huh. Ah! No idea. People are just like frozen in place and super confused. Alright, anyway, so why did we level this area out? Very simply because this area is going to be like an entry zone. Where we're going to put up like a bunch of fast food places and stuff up here. So I want to put like there. I'll put one pathway up there. And we will put a substation up there, preferably in the back.
When we have power problems, bad things tend to happen.
Shut it!
I'd prefer they didn't. So how about making sure your buildings have the power they need?
Chill! We'll get power started in a few, okay? Let me figure out where the power bank is gonna go first. What if we put the power area down here in this little alcove area, and then we can stretch the more fun areas of the park back this way? Yeah? Okay, I can do that. Okay. That was definitely not the button I wanted to press. This was. Why you tried to auto level. You shouldn't have tried to auto level. tried to auto level because I didn't level this area down. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's level this area out then. Why? Because again, it makes it easier for me to build. Honestly, just because it makes it easier for me to know where and when it can build. Okay. Alright, so this area is a little bit, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So this area is a little bit more narrow down here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up. This area is a little bit lower than this plateau, which is fine. So we're just going to set up down here for the power bank. Okay. This is just where we're going to set up like the power center. Yeah. Okie doke. Yeah, I know, none of the paths are connected, that's fine. It's weird. Okay. That's fine. Why does it always come up backwards? I don't like that, but okay, fine, whatever. Alright. Let's start with what? 4? Let's start with 4. And then give me that gets us our first set there. Now, here's the thing. Alright, we will finish the rest of this tomorrow. I gotta get going for today. We'll save over it with Stream Team. Alright. So for today, I gotta get going. I will be back tomorrow. I am live every Wednesday to Sunday, usually around 10 a.m. Eastern or New York time, whichever's easiest for you to Google. I am going to be, words that are not working because my brain stopped. I am going to be changing the schedule in a little bit because my husband's schedule is changing slightly, so there will be like a day or two when I will be going live a little bit earlier, but I will see you then. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.